Is there ageism in tech? I think we all know the answer to that, which is, yeah, there is. Although it's something that a lot of people are really trying to focus on correcting and ensuring that this isn't the case, there still is a lot of ageism in tech. Recently, a tech job posting actually went viral for including in the title, "We hire old people," to really bring attention to the ageism that is faced in tech. Before we get into this topic though, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more tech and coding related content. Give this video a thumbs up. Shout out to some of these wonderful subscribers here. Thank you for your comments, questions, and video topic ideas. I'm really curious to hear your thoughts on this topic about ageism in tech. Leave in the comments your thoughts as we continue on in the video. Before we get started though, I want to say a big shout out to Paxful for sponsoring part of this video. Paxful allows you to buy and sell digital currencies using over 350 different payment methods. As you know, I am a huge believer and supporter of digital currencies. I speak a lot about, or have spoken quite a bit about, Bitcoin and my journey with it on this channel. So I was super excited to hear about Paxful and also start using their product. I used it for a few days and instantly became hooked, and now it's just part of my everyday life. So I'm really excited to share it with you too, especially their new Lightning feature. Their new Lightning network is a system that is built on top of the Bitcoin network and allows users to transfer BTC in a matter of seconds with extremely low fees. Lightning is supported by many BTC wallets and exchanges and is usually used to send small amounts of Bitcoin or micropayments. I have been using this feature recently to pay my invoices, send money to friends or family, and receive money as well. And it's a great way to do it instantly and also to extremely low fees. Also, another thing I love about Paxful is that they give back to the community. They're ingrained in the community. One thing they are part of is, I'll pull up on screen here, they have a program that is designed to train the next generation of African Bitcoin and Lightning developers. I think this is so amazing because already they are an incredible platform that I love to use, but the fact that they are also giving back to the community and part of the community makes it just kind of like a win-win. I've linked Paxful down in the description, so make sure to go check it out. It's an amazing platform. One thing also too I noticed right away with it is it's super user-friendly, easy to get set up on, so make sure to go check it out. Not too long ago, a job posting went viral for including in their title, "We hire old people." And this job posting was a legit job posting, but the purpose of it really was to highlight the ageism that is faced in tech. It's kind of ironic, and I really struggled with making this video for a while as a young person. I haven't had the experience of ageism in tech to the degree that people who are older than me have faced or has faced. And I'm not trying to say I'm an expert on this topic. I really wanted to make this video and talk about the experiences I have heard from others in the industry, from articles I have read, and friends who are older than me. I also wanted to make this video because I get asked this question all the time from people who are even in their 30s or 40s, which honestly is still so young to break into the tech industry. Am I too old to break into tech? And the easy answer for me as someone young is to be like, no, you're never too old, which is totally true. But does it get harder as you get older? Right now, the answer is, yeah, it kind of does. And that's a very unfortunate thing that needs to be changed. I want to bring some stats into this conversation. A recent study by the University of Gothenburg found that people consider anyone who is over the age of 35 old in this industry. Anyone who is under the age of 30 is considered relatively young. This is kind of mind-blowing when you really think about it, as someone who, personally, I'm 29, that in a year from now I'll be considered medium to mid-tier old in this industry is kind of mind-blowing. I think we got this perception of youth and this glamorizing of tech and youth from a few really popular tech founders. You know, of course, Mark Zuckerberg. We have founders of Snapchat, founders of even Google. All these main faces of tech are all these young people, or started out so young, became so successful, so rich, so quickly. And we almost glamorize that as that is what tech is all about. I think another area that is a little problematic and we either consciously or subconsciously really focus on is that the older you get, the more likely you are to have a family, other responsibilities, and one thing that hopefully is shifting in the tech industry but is still very relevant and real is this idea that you need to work 24/7, you need to always be available, or if you're a developer, you need to, constantly be learning and growing your skills and have no personal time. And as we get older, our personal time becomes more and more important, typically, especially if we have families and other priorities to take care of. This entire ageism that we face, or that is faced in tech, is so unfortunate for many reasons that this video would be hours long if I went into it. But one thing for me it really strikes a chord with is tech is one of those industries. The reason I fell in love with tech is because that you don't have to come from a specific background to break into it. A lot of my colleagues are computer science graduates. I work with many brilliant people who went more of the traditional route with computer science, and I work with some equally amazing and talented individuals who maybe didn't have the opportunity or chance to go to school for computer science when they were younger, or for whatever reason they chose a different path and just discovered it at a later stage in life. And equally, they are as brilliant if they put the energy and time into it. And it's just so disappointing to see that there is so much ageism in tech still, and that's why I wanted to share with you that article that went viral about we hire old people. Maybe it wasn't the best wording, but they really did something to get people's attention and bring really to the forefront and highlight that, hey, we recognize ageism is a huge thing in tech, and we really want to start a conversation around it in order to hopefully move forward in the right way by minimizing it. I think too, it's one of those things that I get asked all the time by people, whether they are even younger than me or some older than me, about, can I break into the tech industry? Am I too old? And my natural instinct as someone who is relatively young is to be like, of course you can. And I truly believe that. I just think along the way, there are going to be different challenges you are going to face. Another thing I really want to highlight is if you are someone who thinks anyways, because I'm not going to put a number or an age on it, but thinks they are getting a little bit of ageism or bias when you're applying for interviews or things like that, start flipping the card around. As much as you maybe want to work at the company you are applying for, do you really want to work for a company that's biased and only wants to hire really young people? Probably not. You want to work at a company who is supportive of your growth and wants you to be there and wants to see you succeed. And at the end of the day, if these companies are turning you down for really an ageism reason, obviously they're not going to come out and say that because of legalities, but you will get the sense if that is the case or not, then they're not even worth your time. You don't want to work there at the end of the day anyways. And there are some amazing companies out there that really will take the time to interview everyone and look at everyone and not base their opinions or thoughts around age. One thing I've seen happen on LinkedIn recently, and also too as I have been going through different resumes, is people are stopping to, they no longer are putting the year they graduated on their resumes. I think this is a great thing to do and a great shift, because then even if you're subconsciously doing it, a lot of times we are calculating how old a person is based on when they graduated school. Is a great way to really help reduce ageism in the sense that no one knows when you graduated, and they shouldn't. They don't need to know. They need to know where you graduated from, but who cares about the date? So I love that that is becoming more of a thing, and I think it's stepping in the right direction. We do have a long ways to go, and we're definitely not there. I'm really curious to hear your thoughts on ageism and how it is in the tech industry. I don't know, I'm trying to think of other ways that we can get around it or move forward past it, but I think too, because really tech boomed only a few years ago, not that long ago, maybe 10, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. I mean, obviously it was a huge part of our lives before that, but I'm saying where it's now becoming this really sexy, popular industry to be in has only been for the past few years. And I think our generation, or my generation, or generations above me or below me, as they continue to age, I'm hoping there'll be less ageism as the industry continues to grow up as well. But for the time being, that doesn't mean it's okay or we just have to wait or sit by. So to answer the question that I kind of brought up at the beginning, are you too old to get into tech? I still stand by that you are never too old, too young, too old to break into the tech industry. Different challenges will come your way. Maybe as you get older, those challenges will be more intense. But at the end of the day, there are some amazing companies out there that will hire you. Just be persistent. Another thing I think that is so key is networking. make sure you have that support system around you. No matter how big or small it is, having people who support you, lift you up, and want to see you succeed is huge. And those days that you are feeling down or feeling low, if you have support from others, will really help carry you through. Thank you all for watching this video. I'm so curious to hear your thoughts on ageism in tech. Leave them down below in the comments. I do my best to read every single comment and respond back to them. I hope you found this video helpful and valuable. Make sure to give this a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you all soon. Thanks, everyone.